Hey guys, well, I'll tell you something, all the different changes that are going on. I know soon we're going into, if I'm correct, we're going into retrograde soon. But you know what, one thing I wanted to tell you guys, when the energies do get intense, what you want to do is get more into intellectual thinking, because these energies are releasing from us and we definitely want to go within, do some breathing work and focus on releasing it. Don't get stressed about it or feel about or like what's going on with it and start feeling unstable, but kind of release it energetically. So don't play the part of it. Don't let it intensify even more, because it wants to come out and I know it's uncomfortable. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And hello everyone, so nice to see everyone here, and the ones that don't know me, that are new subscribers, I'd love to see you on here as well. And welcome to our soul family. And I'm Mark, I'm the spiritual advisor and coach. And why don't you guys check out the description box below. I offer so many different sessions. I could help you on your journey. Welcome to your weekly pick a card. Here's pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Pick the pile that you feel drawn to. And every pile that you do pick, sometimes people pick more than one, but whatever pile that you do pick, there's messages at each card that I pick up from the pile. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you could be up to date with all the info on my channel. And I know you guys are getting excited because I love doing this work for you guys and helping you. So let's get started. Welcome to pile number 1. Let's see what the energies that come from the universe, what it shares with you today, dealing with your angels, guides, God, and loved ones. This is something we're doing, I mean, this really affects everyone. We're facing our fears. I know at times, I know it's very hard, because we're dealing with fears from past lives, we're dealing from this lifetime, and we're feeling all this stuff, and sometimes we can't figure it out. One thing I always tell my clients, and this is really important, that when you're dealing with these energies and you're feeling off, right? You say, God, what is it? I don't know what it is. What should I do with it? That's the time not to really get analytical with it, but really just say, you know what? I don't know what it is. I send love to it and I release it. Unless if you can really figure out what it is, that means it really wasn't meant for you to figure it out, because everything has a reason behind it. I mean, I'm sure you guys agree, but I don't believe in coincidences. I really believe everything has a purpose, and it's all part of our learning experience being on this earth. So take whatever it is, if it's uncomfortable. I even teach this when I teach the Tai Chi. If you're feeling things that are uncomfortable with you, dealing with fear, what you want to do is, instead of saying, well, what is it, and start analyzing it, what you want to do is do energy work and purge it. Even when the energies are off, go more into purging. That's the time when you feel the energies are off. Oh, it's my meditation time, if I can, or I know you're at work, it could be hard. But go into that meditation, focus yourself, do some breathing, and release it and let it go. Don't hold on to it. Because what's happening here is when we're holding on to our fear, and the ascension energies come through, you know, we're dealing with the symptoms and the changes that are going on. We wanted to let go so the lighter body comes in, the crystallized body. But if we're holding on to it, and as the new energies come in, when the energies dealing with the angels and guides and God, you know, probably even the loved ones, probably, no, mainly more angels, guides, God, are really helping you. Release it, help it move forward out of you so that it could bring the new energetic body toward you and within you. But you'll have the spaces because you're getting rid of old stuff. But remember, don't hold on to it. Think of when every time you get into the word fear, right? That something you don't understand and or what you're feeling, release it, face it. Or if things that you're aware of course, confront it. I like to say confront it and resolve it and let it go. This is the time to work through our fear also as well. You could do reprogramming work that I normally do in sessions to reprogram your thought from thinking negative to positive. Okay? All right, so here's another message for you. Or messages, I should say, because there's so many different messages in the card here. Um, it's not just us as a collective connecting with each other, but remember, animals, believe it or not, are part of the collective. I know we talk about us as a collective shifting. Animals are still living beings, and stand up for animals. This is what your angel Michael and Gabriel is saying for me to tell you, is stand up for the animals, because they also have a purpose. I know we could look at an animal and say, oh, you know what, all we do is feed them, they take a walk, they go to the bathroom. What do they really do? Oh, there's a lot more lessons that they need to learn for themselves that you may not be aware of. How about communication between the animals and the humans? When you can't really speak the words and all you're doing is barking or meowing, well, or whatever animal that you do have, it's not easy. So that's a big challenge for them. We have a challenge with the communication. They have even more of a challenge, right? And they have to respect and love each other even when you have more than one animal or animals around. So there's many different lessons to learn. But anyway, you want to bond with them because, you know what? Because again, they're part of the collective and they're here to give you love like you want to give your animals love, of course, because you think of them as part of your family. Because guess what? They are part of your family. So definitely bond with your animals. And you know what? Animals that are connected to you, be discreet. But animals that connect you, I don't know, neighbors, animals, or whatever. If you go to a farm, if it connects, as long as you can pet them or whatever, and bond with them, stand up for them. And what does that mean by standing up? That means if they're hurt, if you want to help them, or if they look sad, talk to them. And they also want to hear that things are going to be okay. They understand us. We're the ones that separate ourselves from them. They understand, My uncle, who used to breed dogs, he used to say, they don't understand. But I disagree with that, because all I know is I've seen people talk to their animals. I don't know if you guys ever seen, like, a dog or a cat will go, no, so they do talk a few words, but not many. But the thing is, stand up. So if they need help and support and love, stand up for them as well. It's not just us as a collective, as humans, to help each other and stand our ground and help each other grow and evolve and ascend. But it's also, they want you to keep in mind also with the animals who they need to talk to or bond with them by talking to them or holding them or whatever it is, but bond with them, because the angels will let me know, well, to tell you guys that they also are part of the collective. So please, keep that in mind. And as you guys already know, that you want to confront your fears, like I mentioned to you, right? You're dealing with like reprogramming work. Think from negative to positive, and confront it and resolve it, right? And then you want to bond with the animals, like I just told you, because they're part of the collective too. It's not just helping the people or connecting as evolved. But I think you guys already know this. I think you already know this. We are coming to a new beginning. Oh yeah, we're coming to a new beginning. So that means old stuff is gone bye-bye. Yes, the new beginning isn't here right away, but it is changing over that way. That's why it's like we're going through a dark tunnel to see the white light. And I know we're saying to ourselves, well, I want to get to the other side. I'm so tired of this transition. And you got to be patient of knowing. Let me tell you something. I don't know how many of you are aware with the angel meanings. I get so many of them. And I keep on getting the number 909. All right. I just went on vacation. And and let me tell you something. It's like, wow. Well, when I did go on vacation, I meant when I went there, and all I know is rented a vehicle. It had the number 09. It's like, what's the chances of that? It could still happen, but you see what I mean. So pay attention to the angel numbers, because they're letting you know a new beginning and start. Because I'm getting 909 a lot, and I'm telling you guys, the transition is happening, and we're feeling it. Sometimes we doubt it, and we say, "Well, I don't know. I don't really don't feel the way how it feels." And you know what? This is a hard thing that we're going through right now. This is the first time on the earth that this ever happened. So what happens here is we start looking at it and going, well, I feel kind of off, but I'm not totally sure if it's changing, but I kind of feel it, kind of don't. But this is where we have to have faith and trust of knowing, yes, things are changing over. We need to believe. We can't deny it. So keep all in mind, and this is really important messages for you guys to, like I said before, confront anything that's causing you not to move forward. So any fears or anything that bothers you, whatever it is, family, friends, whatever, your relationship, you need to work things out. Because the more we work through things, the more we push more forward, and we keep on going forward. And of course, connect, like I said before, with the animals and humans for the collective, so we all can shift together, even the animals, believe it or not, okay? But also knowing that there's a new beginning. So as the new beginnings come into place, this is why all this old stuff is coming up, so something new will begin. And it's part of the new, it's starting, okay, energy-wise. Eventually we'll see, of course, the physical appearance in front of us. But right now we're starting to see, like, I feel it. I'm seeing this weird transition, and I don't know where to put myself. So what do I do with it? I don't know. But they keep on telling me, and now here it is, right in the card, a new beginning. And it says right here, beginning with a new life. That means things are really changing over, guys. Really, really changing over. So keep that in mind. And the unicorn comes into place. The unicorn. And what is the unicorn telling us? Well, some people believe unicorn represents good luck. But the unicorn, well, that's part of it. But unicorn, just like people believe in gnomes on the other side, they do exist. Some people have said it when they astral projected, because whatever you put your mind into is what can actually appear. That's how powerful it is on the other side, all right? And it's saying about with the unicorn, about, I just want to show you this. The unicorn is helping us to move forward. So it's not just the angels and guides. Believe it or not, again, we go back into, I know a unicorn really doesn't exist, but but the animals are here to protect us and bond with us and help us, believe it or not. Believe it or not, in ways they understand too. Maybe not exactly like how we do, but they sense things, and I know you guys know that. They sense things, so it's not us going through it all, it's the animals are going through it. That's why we need to bond with them. And all these different changes are going on, so I want to let you guys know, yes, it is changing over. I know some of my clients say, well, is it really? I don't know. But it really is changing over, because I get so many messages on the other side regarding that. Now, and they're also telling me unicorn, well, this is the angels saying, this is not my meaning, of course, but they're saying unicorn not only represents good luck, prosperity and success and love. That's why this unicorn came through. They just told me that right now by channeling with me. And prosperity, you'll have new beginnings, for it. But we have to get rid of all our nitty-gritty stuff. I know it's not fun, it's not easy, but guess what? We're going to do it. But we really need to believe in ourselves. We really, really need to believe in ourselves for things to really move more forward. Because if we're not moving forward and we're not progressing the way we should, well, then we can have an issue here. So keep all this in mind with all the messages for you, that dealing with, there is prosperity and success on the rise. We just haven't got to yet, and that's part of the new beginning for things to start over in a different kind of way that we're not used to, but it's okay. Don't be alarmed, don't be frightened, don't say, oh my God, am I going to lose everything, or this world falling apart. Come more into the aspect of staying focused, stay tuned with yourself. I'm telling you, this is really important. This is part of facing the fears, about releasing stuff. Try not to totally always figure it out. Bond, connect with everyone, and help everyone. help them move more forward so we can prosper and evolve as a collective. And as things change over to something new, beautiful things can happen. And that's why the unicorn comes in and says, I want you to be blessed. I want you to be okay. I want to let you know that there is a beautiful future ahead. And I want you guys to keep that in mind because, the messages right here are so clear. And they're saying precise. Precise is the same thing as clear. But they want to let you know that we're going to be okay. But we need to stay focused, and we need to listen to our hearts, and we need to believe. We need to have faith more than we ever did in our life. This is the time. Have faith. And I know you guys, it's hard, and I know everyone's going through their own transitions and changes. And if you need my help, I'm here. I could open up doors for you, and you can see like the light in a different kind of way on how to handle this through your experience. It'll help your journey become more smoother. Any of this resonates with you guys, if you want to schedule a session, I would love to help you, with your journey, like I just said to you. And I love to hear any comments in the comment box below. Love to hear your messages. Definitely write you back, because I always love to hear from you guys. And thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. You mean the world to me. Trust me when I say this. I love you guys being part of my spiritual family. But please keep in mind that just take one thing at a time, right? And subscribe here if you haven't. And Marc Healing Arts. I love you to be part of my family about spirituality and growth. I always like to teach and help you guys. And I'll see you soon. Be loved, be blessed, and knowing things are going to be okay. Take one thing at a time. Take care for now. Welcome to pile number 2. Angels are always willing to give you wonderful messages to help you. You got Battle of the Blues. Take steps forward for positive change. So sometimes we have to go through sadness. We have to go through disappointments, frustrations, obstacles to get to a better place. And this is part of the spiritual changeover, believe it or not. And this is what we got to go through. And I know, it is uncomfortable at times. And you know what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? We're all here to learn and grow, right? We all have lessons to learn. And the only way we're going to learn it, sometimes we have to go through hard times. Some people, I feel bad, are going through financial, like they say, I'm hardly making any money. I'm living paycheck by paycheck, or I have to borrow money from people. And that could make you sad and feeling blue and not feeling yourself, right? Or even at this time, how crazy things are. People are going through separations. The energies are bringing forth about who was meant to be with the person, meant to be with the person. If they weren't meant to be the person, they're kind of like shifting away. And that could bring on blues, because then you say, I'm so glad I'm away from him or her, but guess what? Now I feel sad because now I'm alone. Some people are alone. So hey, I have single friends. Honestly, I don't stop, even though, I have a partner and we're together. But let me tell you something, I don't stop seeing my single friends, because you know why? Because they're still my friends. Well, what happens if I was single? And what would that be in that situation? And they feel sad and they feel alone. And then what's going on here with the transition, that makes it even sadder, And then there's a lot of people that have the anger and, they're against each other, parties, whatever it is. I don't want to get into politics here, but and we have to let that go. And we're from the collective, right? And we're enlightened souls. Let's show it. We have to let go. And this is part of the blues, of the sadness, the disappointment, feeling out of place, and it's really sad. We want to feel more enlightenment, right? Do things, our inner work on ourselves, to bring that, what it's saying right here from your angels, Angel Michael and Gabriel came forth, and Uriel, and saying to make it more positive. That means we need to do more inner work on ourselves to work through these blues, because honestly, and I'm sure you guys agree with this, who wants them? So there's a lot of inner work that we need to do. It's just a lot of work, and I know it's not fun. The dragonfly, I love this. Your angel just came forth and just said this to me. This is Metatron. Metatron's your fighting angel. Like, stand your ground, stand your honor, kind of a thing. And the dragonfly comes in, and I'm sure most of you know, or maybe everyone knows, that your dragonfly has a really great eyesight. So guess what they're telling me here to tell you? Become more receptive. Become more aware. Be the observer, I like to say, not the absorber. Don't consume it. You want to consume things that benefit you? Go for it. But if it's not benefiting you, why do you want to consume it? All right? So keep that in mind. So you want to become more receptive and more aware. That's what they want you to become. All right? So not only going over through your sadness so you could think more positive and you do your inner work like I just said, but also they want you to become more aware, more receptive, being in the moment. Yeah, I know we're hearing different things going on right now, but don't let the distractions get in your way. Stay on your path. Okay, and that's part of also what the dragonfly is coming forth is stay focused. I'm receptive of my surroundings, but I'm staying on my path, and I'm not letting the distractions bother me, because I am here, not there. I observe there. I'm not playing that game. I'm here. And it doesn't matter whatever it is. It could be family quarrels. It could be breakups or whatever. I still need to do and love myself and do my inner work on myself. I need to work on myself to get rid of my fears or anything that's hurting me in pain. I want to turn everything to positive. I also want to be aware of my surroundings and do not let any distractions bother me so I can move forward in my life, so I can feel like I'm progressing, I'm ascending, right? Because no one can do it for you except you, right? Who else is going to do it? I mean, you could have teachers like me as a spiritual teacher. I can guide you and open up doors for you. Yes, not saying that you have to do it alone, but we're responsibility for our own selves. We have to help ourselves. Should we help others? Absolutely. But it really comes down to is, and I want you to be aware of this, that be aware, be in tune, and live in the moment. Really important. Live in the moment and see what you have around you. Don't be blindsided by it. Focus on it. Now through this, I know we go through our sadness, like I mentioned, or frustrations, so we got to work through that, as you already know. You want to become more aware of what's going on. Don't be blinded by it. But also, you want to have gratitude. The angels and guides, they're helping us through this. They know we're struggling at times, and they heard our prayers. They are hearing it. But it is so, so important to acknowledge when you do get blessings. Also acknowledge the good things that we have now, even though we haven't had, even if we didn't get the blessings yet. We want to acknowledge all the gratitudes. Hey, I live in a home. I am able to still pay for food. I have beautiful children. We have our health for most people. Not everyone has their health, unfortunately, and I do send my prayers for them, so I want to include that in there. But anything in your life, my life is a blessing just by itself because I'm alive. You see what I mean? So they want to hear all that because that's how the angels bring more blessings in there. And even when you're going through the blues, they're here to help you and guide you through the sadness, to help you move more forward. But guess what? We have to meet them 50%. It's like they'll meet us here, but you got to come in the middle too. You can't say, okay, angels and guides, do it all for me. I'm not going to do anything. Oh no, that's the end of that. Nope. Mm-mm. That's not, no, it doesn't work like that. You know, for me being a spiritual advisor, I had a client saying, well, you're the psychic, just do all the work for me. And I go, I do work with you, but you also got to do work on yourself. And when you work on yourself, right, and you convert to become more of a positive person, not saying that you guys aren't, but even become even more. Hey, I'm still working on myself, and I've been doing my spiritual work for over 30 years, and I still work on myself. And I worked on myself even before I was a spiritual advisor. So it's a lifetime of working, whoops, I guess they wanted me to say this card really soon, but let me, there you go to that one. But they want to let you know that everything has to come to a balance for things to work out, right? We have to work out our stuff to move more forward. We have to be aware of what's around us and live in the moment. I know you guys know this, but they're bringing back the messages on this. They also want you to be aware of being blessed of everything you have, and they'll bless you more with angels and guides, and they'll guide you. Now, since this card was thrown up in the air, I know they want me to say it so bad. Oh, look at this. They want me to say it. It like flew off of there. Guess who just came forth? Angel Gabriel. And Angel Gabriel has a message by saying, message of creativity and hope. Imagine that. Creativity, manifestations, right? Hope, having the faith and trust that things will change, but we need to believe in ourselves. Look how that matches with the gratitude, being blessed what you have, right? So this is Archangel Gabriel that comes forth and says, yes, I am here. I want you to manifest and make a beautiful world with yourself, and I will be there to guide you, protect you. And I want you to have hope. Do not have doubts. Also, have gratitude of everything you do have. When I see you are blessed and appreciate what you do have, we will bring more to you. Okay, so if you look at the overall sum of this, that Archangel Gabriel is really saying, don't limit yourself. Have fun. Be you. But not only just be you, but whatever you dreamed upon. Don't limit yourself. Manifest it and believe that things will turn, so you need to have hope. Things don't stay the same. Things, you guys already know this, things keep on changing. And boy, this day and age, everything's continually changing. So, but we still have to have hope, no matter whatever's around us. So here we go again about avoiding the distractions, but also working through our stuff, right? And appreciating and being blessed everything we have, but also we are the co-creator. Let's create our own beautiful reality, right? But we also have to keep on continuing to remind ourselves to have the faith. Don't have doubts. Have the faith, because if you lose the faith and the hope, what do you have to hold on to? Not much, right? So keep all this in mind, because it's really important. These are beautiful messages from your angel. And then when Abel, like the card flew, like I said before, and then Gabriel comes forth by saying, there's hope. And believe. And that's what we need to hold on to, even though whatever we're going through. I know it's hard. I know. And that's why I love you guys to be on here. I love you're here, so I can really, not only, I want to see in a different light, even when we're in a bad place. A lot of people are in a bad place right now. So thank you so much for being here, because I want to share this from your angels to you guys, and I love to hear messages. Please write them in the comment box below, and anything that resonates with you, you're going through a difficult change at all, I'm here to help you, and we could work one-on-one. I can really guide you, in your life. And if you haven't subscribed, please, I'd love you to be part of my spiritual family and subscribe. And I always have like different messages that come forth. So there's different ways, just besides my YouTube, where I'm at. But keep in mind that I know things are hard at times and we get really frustrated. But let's not lose the hope. Please do not lose the hope, because I know we go through struggles. I go through my own stuff, and it's not fun at times. It's really not fun, but we need to stay strong. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Blessings and love to all. I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Take care for now. Welcome to pile number 3. Resilience. This is something they want us to go through, to have a lot of resilience, raise above, bounce back. Whatever's going on in your life, right? You're bouncing back and you're ascending and moving forward. So don't let anything to interfere with your life that doesn't serve a purpose, that's not going to, only times you do that when it's keeping you on track. Yes, you have family to attend to, of course, or a relationship, yes, but things that will interfere with your life, don't let it. And things that we have to deal with in our everyday life, we're exposed to, like it could be a job, our own emotional stuff, we need to learn to bounce back and say, I got this. I'm good. Remember, the energy that we put out there by how we think, feel, and believe, that's what we're going to experience and feel. And no one knows how you feel like you do. And let me tell you something. For me, I'm in my 60s, and let me tell you something. When it comes down to, I never knew this, but when I was younger and I used to get stressed, I used to feel it, and I wasn't really resilient, back then. You're a kid, But now it's like unbelievable. I could just be a little bit stressed, a little bit, and I can feel twitches, muscle twitches in my body, and I'm saying, what the heck? I feel like my body vibrating. It's like the body's saying that you're alive. But it became more sensitive. So for some individuals, as they get older, I can't diagnose this, but when you get older, your body becomes more sensitive. So we got to even learn, even as we get older, to become more resilient. We got to be tough, we got to stay focused, and we got to deal with issues as they arise. Sometimes I know with these energies as they come, and then if we get our emotional stuff involved, oh boy, it becomes more of a challenge, because you're not only dealing with the task that you have to deal with to become resilient, whatever it may be, is like buying a home, moving, going on vacation, right? Getting married, having kids. I mean, there's so many different things that are going on here that they want you to become more resilient of dealing with it. Keep your emotions, again, we're not like an alien, not saying aliens can't have challenges with this either, but we're not like, I should have said a robot. They just corrected me. I said that and they said this, the angels. And the saying for me to tell you is, we're not like a robot. We can't 100% think intellectual. But dealing with emotional stuff, we deal with more than our physical, even though sometimes for some people they're dealing with both. We got to learn to deal with the situation, bounce back on it. If it's a physical element or a health issue, heal your body. I know it's scary at times, because you never know which way you're going. Just keep on having the faith. And don't let your mind control you. You manage your mind. So that's one of the ways of being resilient, bounce back, because you're learning to manage your stress. And it's physical stress if you have health issues, as well as mental stress that a lot of people have. Some people have both. Or one thing could go into another. That's why we are the master of our own mind, the way we think, feel, and believe. So we got to learn to move more forward and bounce back and knowing how to work through it. Now, dealing with, this is really important. You know what? Even when we have a couple, sometimes we forget about our friends. So they're telling me to tell you to nurture your friendship. And you may say, well, I know, I haven't talked to this one for a while, I haven't talked to that one for a while, we got into a little bit of a fight, or I don't agree with this one. You know what? We're not going to 100% agree with everything that happens, even when we're in a relationship, right? You have a partner, or dealing with old friends, new friends, or whatever, but nurture them too. Because sometimes, I'm sure you guys will agree with this, but sometimes friends can feel like family. Because guess what? We're all family. This may sound like a general thing, but what they're telling me here is to say we are family. So nurture them too. Not like, oh, I'm just nurturing my family. That's it. No. Nurture everyone, even your friends. They're even saying even your co-workers, well, the ones that you want to be close and connect with. Because we are one big family, so that's why they were bringing up the word friendship. Because friendship, yes, friends is different than family, but are they? We are really connected to each other. So they want you to nurture them because they are also part of the family. Okay? So what's going on here? We want to learn to knowing and become more tolerant to all situations as they come about. I know it's hard, and trust me, I go through my own struggles with. And this is part of our learning and growth, how we're going to evolve and ascend. So some of it may sound a little general, like, yeah, what is he talking about? He's talking about, yes, it has a lot to do with our growth, how we're going to progress, how we're going to ascend through this ascension. Right? So tough times could come. We got to bounce back and say, I'm dealing with it. I'm standing my ground. I'm bouncing back, and I'm not going to let anything interfere in my life because I believe in myself and I love myself. And that's part of how we could ascend, even through the ascension. The other way, it's almost like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the problems. And you see what I mean? How are you going to ascend and grow forward? You can't, because you're holding back. We can't hold back anymore. We're moving forward now. And that's why they're bringing up the word friendship, because friendship is so important. Because, oh my God, it's your family also. So the connection is so important. Boy, they want me to talk about these cards right away. Wow. Sometimes when my hand hits it, and I don't do this on purpose, they're like saying, don't forget about these cards. So this is a really important messages for you guys. Because let's put it this way, if the cards are like flying at me, and I just put my hand out and all of a sudden going whoop, like this, it's letting me know and telling you, you need to hear this. You need to know this. This is important. And what I'm saying is, and then they I feel like an energy actually just pushed my hand on it. So they want to let you know that, dealing with the connection, dealing with the challenges we have to deal with, on how to confront it and how to move forward in our life. Because this is part of the connection. This is part of how we're bouncing back, is how we're ascending and growing. If we can't deal with the issues and we're not connected with people. So think about it. Let me say it again. This is really important. This is what they're saying. If we're not tolerating it and we're not dealing with the situations and moving forward, and we're not dealing with connecting with everyone, so we all could shift, and we're separating. How do we shift as a collective? How do we deal with the issues? You see how one thing is going right into the other? So they really want you to keep this in mind, how this all means a whole bunch more than you're aware of. So please, please keep that in mind. Since these cards got thrown, so I guess I'm going to have to say this. This is really cute. Really, really cute from your angels. I got the dolphin. And the dolphin is a beautiful blue mammal. Oh my God, I love dolphins. But it says, don't worry, be happy. Did you guys ever hear that song before? I'm sure everyone did. The song's been all around. They said, don't worry, be happy. That means we're worrying too much. Look at this, how this is also part of the ascension. We're worrying too much. We're thinking too much. We're emotionally thinking too much. We need to think a little bit more intellectual, more logical. We need to stop worrying. Because worrying is just holding us back from us moving forward. And we don't want to do that. Because if we're doing that, then how do we prosper? Because then all we're doing is circling our emotions, thinking and feeling, and we keep on doing it. And it's terrible because it's not a good feeling. It's really not a good feeling at all. So we really need to stay focused on enjoying our life, right? Isn't that also part of the growth? About being in Mother Nature and connecting and being in the moment and enjoying whatever experience you are. I've said this before to clients that some clients will say to me, ego, I want to get rid of it, Mark. And I don't want to laugh, but then I'm saying, how could you get rid of the ego? Because it's part of your spiritual being. Ego, we create as fear, doubt, and worry. No, what it means is you're experiencing and you're expressing what you're experiencing. You're expressing, oh, I love this, or whatever you're going through. That's the ego. But we took it as fear, doubt, and worry. So we have to work on that ego, don't we? So don't worry, things are going to be okay. I know it's easier said than done. I understand all that. But guess what? Remember, we are our worst enemy, the way we're thinking, feeling, believing. So the angels are telling me, don't worry so much. Stop worrying. Yes, we can worry a little, but they want us to be happier. Even through this transition, they want us to be happier. And at times, what are we doing? We're not doing it. And that's not for everyone, but most people are stressed, and they want us to, and even if you are happy, be even more of yourself. And just be yourself and live and have fun. Live life to the fullest. If today was the last day on the earth, enjoy. I'm not saying to splurge your money away or do crazy things. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying enjoy your life if today was the last day of your life, to enjoy it. But not only for today, but for tomorrow and the next day. That's what they're saying. Don't worry, but be happy. Enjoy your life. Life is precious, right? So now you're dealing with the bonding that's going on with our family members. Part of it is friends. Part of it dealing with the situation and knowing how to keep on dealing with the situation and moving forward. But they also want us to enjoy our life to the fullest. They want us to enjoy. And since that was one of the cards that came off of here, and here's the other one. Look at this. Potential. Think big for your future. Manifest beautiful things, because beautiful things can come your way if you believe in yourself. See how we need to believe in ourselves? We need to believe in ourselves. When we believe in ourselves and we don't limit ourselves, you'd be surprised what things can manifest through our minds. Yes, you have to do the concrete work as well. So remember, you have the potential. Don't ever, and I mean this, and they're coming out really strong now, ever limit yourself. And they're saying, don't do it. No. Don't do it. Because the other way, you're not opening the doors that you want to because of the limitations, and you don't want to put yourself on limitations. So remember, you have the ability, you have this growth within you. Go within you, talk to your soul, and say, what should I do? And you'll get answers sometimes, or you'll have a feeling of it. But we need to really broaden our horizon and move more forward and keep on believing. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, someone could say, you're never going to make money, or you've been sick for so long, you'll never heal. That's terrible to say that to someone, even when they're suffering. I don't know if you're going to get better because you've been going through something. No, you never say that to people, But take life as being precious, like I was saying before. Because life is so precious. And let me tell you something. When you have the potential to really live the life that you want to live, they tell me to tell you, go for it. Right? They want you to have a fulfilling and happy life. They want us to all love each other. Right? And all it comes down to is knowing how to move forward and keep on progressing. This beautiful messages right here. From your angels. So keep on believing yourself and knowing you're going to be okay. But also knowing we are moving forward. We are moving forward. And we're growing. And we are ascending. Any of you guys need help, through these changes that are going on, I'm here to help you. Check out the description box below. I offer so many different sessions I could really help you on your pathway like I do. Reprogramming work, psychic readings, coaching, healing work, and so much more, right? And I want you guys to know that I'm here for you. And thank you for being here. Blessed to have every one of you on my channel here, on my YouTube. Also, the best way to support my channel is to smash that like button or that thumbs up. Also, just to let you guys know, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so this way you can keep up to date with all the info on my channel. I'll see you soon. Be well, be blessed, and remember, love yourself because only you know what you really want in your life. Take care for now. I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts.